Here in the bottom part of the street used to be the village square, and you're now facing the former corner tower of the Visite de Vesas townhouse. Their family settled in Cessenon around the beginning of the 16th century. Those were very troubled times. From the 13th century, the village enjoyed decades of prosperity, and as a consequence, the population grew and more space was needed. New fortifications were built. You're now standing in one of these new districts, the Barri d'Orbe. Many half-timbered houses used to stand here. Only one survived in the Avenue Raoul Bayou. The thriving years were unfortunately put to an end with the advent of the Black Plague, famine and wars. The Knights of Vesas eventually began to rule here, and they brought new life to the village. For 7 generations they held the position of captain chaplains, and as such they commanded the castle's garrisons and held justice in the name of the king. The monumental gate, dating back to the first half of the 17th century, bears their coat of arms. It was entirely restored a few years ago. The walled entrance to the former Visite de Vesas townhouse lies inside the passage. It opens onto an inner courtyard. You can walk through.
This enclosed yard is called a Patus. The word refers to an old legal notion still valid today, designating a batch of goods or facilities designed to be used collectively. In hamlets, it was generally the space around the houses reserved for the poultry yard, the passage of farm animals, the drinking troughs, the stacks of timber, etc. In the Middle Ages, the Patus was part of the plot attributed by a lord to a farmer. It was a collective property open to all and could be ended only if all neighbours agreed. When you come out of the Patus before you walk down to the end of the Rue de la Fontaine Sucrée, we advise you to visit the Rue du Barri d'Orbe, about 100 yards to your left, where you can admire the restoration work done on one of the 2 old communal ovens. Under the old regime, people were forced to cook their bread at the communal oven. They had no choice and had to pay for it too. Look at the locking system, made of a stone about 3 inches thick, set on an iron frame.